Welcome back to Fred's house, the only house on the street. With Christmas lights still up in the middle of July. It's August.
I never put Christmas lights up.
Yeah, well, whatever. We're not in your house. We're in Fred's house right now.
Oh, Fred's house.
I feel like Fred's house does have Christmas lights
It's
up.
always a time of cheer.
It's always Christmas.
It's always a time of cheer.
Yeah.
They only play one Christmas song. It's fucking Bing Crosby's White Christmas.
Yeah, well, that's a good one to go with.
He's a bad man.
Tap dancing with Danny fucking K.
Okay. So who wants to start it off?
Oh, well,
What's the story? Yeah, you
Jasmine's
said you had,
she's got a story. She said
you said you had a pretty wicked story.
Yeah.
pretty wicked. She thought wicked hard.
Okay.
Wicked smart.
I have a story that I find weird because I just think men and women are different.
Yeah.
And it was when I finally got a doctor checkup because I haven't gone in years.
So it was the penis that made us different.
Yes, it was. No, I went and got a checkup and I met my doctor for the first time. This young guy, 25.
Good looking guy.
Strapping young lad.
Yeah,
Good
well,
looking
he's
guy.
young for a doctor, and he
Was he Asian?
Doogie Howser.
no.
I was gonna
Doesn't
say
matter.
it's not young if he's Asian.
Yeah, because if he's Asian, you don't even fucking know.
started-
Because they look like they're 20 until they're 90.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ichiro looked 21 since he entered the league, and then the past 2 years he's looked like, Mr. Miyagi. Like,
Yeah.
just aged all at once.
Boom. That's how they do it. They know what they're doing.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyways.
Doctor's not Asian. It's important to know.
So I met him that day, and then at the end of the checkup, he's like, "Oh, we should do a pap smear. Do you know what a pap smear is?"
Yeah, isn't that the whole like smeared on the stomach and then like ultrasound and shit?
No, a pap smear
Mm-mm.
is a feminine checkup.
Oh, is it just like a lot of Vaseline and then like a whole hand
No.
up in there?
It's to the elbow.
Jesus.
That's where the smear comes in.
And then
Oh, God.
and then you smear it again. You lift up and you pop it through the stomach.
You got to if you got slug trails going, then you're all good. It's all
Well-
good when there's slug trails.
It's a feminine checkup, and I thought, oh, sure, I need to do one of those. I've never done one, and when you're like 20, you need to start doing those as a woman just to make sure you're safe.
Is it like a female equivalent of a prostate exam?
Oof. You know what a prostate exam is? Up the
Shove.
butthole.
Yeah, I know.
Finger in the butt, you feel your dick from your
I mean,
butthole.
when I got one, the doctor went, "All right, you ready for this?"
Well, the weird part was at the end of the checkup, he goes, "All right, you can go into the next room, and I'll do that for you." This guy I just met, and I was like, "Oh, Okay.
Right now?
right now, this guy, no preparation, no appointment, not a female."
You're like, "Doc, first date. First
So,
date.
I got
What
over
kind of
my,
woman do you think I am?"
I got over my embarrassment and just dealt with it. But I just thought it was so weird to me that I met someone, and within an hour, they just see everything.
Yeah, that's every man's goal.
Yeah, well, but if it were you, and if it were a female, and she was like, "All right, let's do this," like, you guys wouldn't be uncomfortable. You just,
Yeah, no, we would.
You ever had a male doctor fondle
The-
your balls at 15?
but what if it were a female?
That's uncomfy. But if it's a female, then you're trying your absolute hardest to not get a boner. Ooh, sorry about that.
Does
Whoa.
that immediately turn
Slow
you
down,
into-
I'm going to spurt.
Grandma in spandex, grandma in spandex, grandma in spandex. Oh, okay, phew, I'm good. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's awkward for us,
That,
all right?
that is awkward.
If you enjoy it, here's a no unless you're very audible. If I enjoy it, she's got something going on that's just slapping her around.
She's like, it's normal. It's natural.
This happens to me all the time.
Was that the whole story? I don't want
Yeah,
to.
that was the whole story.
I had an awkward experience tonight, actually, approximately, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours ago with Greg. We were finishing up what we were doing, and I don't know why. What were we talking about? We were talking about, like, trying things. Like, would you try this? It's like, I'd try that.
Greg, the
And
guy
then-
that would give a
and he's like-
blowjob for 10 grand, right?
Yeah, that guy. And then I was like, it was like small shit. It was like, would you try? Oh no, we were talking about like green beans. He hates green beans. And I'm like, would you try this thing? He's like, yeah, I'd try that. I'd eat that. I'm like, you like heroin? You try heroin? And he's like, no, I wouldn't. Like, no, I wouldn't. And he gives a real answer, and I'm like, oh, like really? Like, what? It's like it's a good shit, you know? And he goes like, yeah, if I did, I'd be prone to being addicted to it because my dad has been a heroin addict for 15 years. I'm like,
Oh man, you're
ooh.
really
and I'm like,
killing my buzz.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Enjoy your night, Greg. And I mean, he seemed fine about it, but I was like, fuck me. Why is it always like I make a joke, the joke becomes real.
You just hit right on those daddy
I hit
issues.
right on the fucking, and then he tells me like the basic details of it. He's like, I tried to reconnect, and he said he didn't have time.
Oh, God.
I'm like, motherfucker. I was like internally convulsing. I was like, God. I mean, I don't.
You're talking to the wrong people.
I don't know. I felt I didn't feel bad because I couldn't have expected
You couldn't have
expected
known
that.
about it. Yeah.
I didn't know about it, but
Like how many people's daddies are hooked on heroin? Not a lot, right? Don't heroin people OD pretty young?
yeah, but that was awkward. So I mean that was a recent story, but
yeah.
The most awkward story that I have, which isn't really my story, but I was involved in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have some merit to say it. But I think I was like three or four, and I used to wear like those like rubber dinosaur like rain boots everywhere I went. I'd wear shorts in those and look like an absolute tard anywhere.
Yeah.
At like a moment's notice.
Whoa. Maggie.
I know I looked retarded.
What are you barking at?
But I would wear those everywhere I went, and so it's like my parents and I are in the store,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad is just like, look at this idiot. And he's just like, oh, he looks like a mini Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Because at the time she was wearing like the UGG boots and shit, so he just kept calling me a mini Britney.
Yeah.
And so we're like, I think he said like we're in the cereal aisle, and he keeps saying it, and my mom is like in front of me, or no, behind me, and my dad's like, oh look, it's mini Britney, and my mom's like, don't do that. And my dad just not realizing, like, oh, like, what, is he sensitive about it? So he keeps saying it. And then, like, my mom literally just steps to the side, and there is approximately a 16-year-old blonde dwarf girl right behind me wearing UGG boots.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God.
And her parents were also with her, and they were just fucking staring daggers at my dad.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, there's no explaining yourself out of this. Oh, I was talking about my son.
I was talking about my gay son.
My
stupid UGG
fucking
boots.
stupid son. Look at those rain boots.
Ooh.
And my dad's like, you've got to be shitting me. Like,
So now we know where you get it from.
yeah.
You get it from your dad.
I get it from my...
Got great timing.
Okay, listen. Greg...
You got Greg timing.
Greg is bad, but fuck me. What are the odds? He's calling me fucking mini Britney Spears, and it happens that there is a mini Britney Spears right behind me, and he
I
doesn't
would
even fucking
assume
know
it's
it.
probably the same odds as making fun of people that do heroin to somebody whose dad does heroin.
That is true. I guess that's true, yeah.
Just gotta roll the dice, man. Life's
Fuck.
about laughing.
That's like my favorite, like, you're shitting me kind of stories, where it's like, what the fuck are the odds? Like, I'm mad at your dwarf daughter, for even being here
How
right
dare
now.
her,
How
right?
dare her make
On
me
the
feel...
cereal aisle in my town?
In front of the total? Come on! High fiber!
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that was my, that was, like, of anything that I was involved in, that was, like, the most, like, there's nothing you can do there. Just fucking throw your hands up, buy your goddamn cereal, and get out.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Hey,
nothing.
get the fuck out of my goddamn store.
My dad was never invited back to that store. He was banned from that store. They complained, yeah.
Really?
No, not at all.
That would be really awesome.
That would be.
That would
awesome.
make that story really good.
Yeah.
It's on the cusp. That's what I needed.
He's banned ironically.
Where's that? What's that about?
Fuck, yeah.
Shit!
God damn it. Darian, the last time, first episode.
Just thrown out
Thrown
firsties and lasties.
He's like, today.
Hey, what street do you live on? I want to talk about on the
This
podcast.
person, first, last, middle name,
city,
social security.
city, street, like locations.
So I text Colt at his phone number. And
I'm like, this address, seems wrong. Is it really in this city, bruh? And is it across from the pub, bruh?
Well, that's what Joey Smith was for, right? What is his name? What was his name? I don't remember the guy's name every time.
Joseph Smith.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Joseph Smith.
Okay. I always feel like Smith isn't the right name.
Pulls
It
God
doesn't
out of
sound. It doesn't sound prophetic.
Well, it is. So
Yeah, I mean, Mohammed doesn't really either because there's like 9 billion of them.
Whoa.
What?
Pump your brakes.
I know there's only 7 billion.
There's 3.5 billion of them.
3.5. What? Whoa, there's at least 6.5. We're in the least.
No,
of the sixes.
Muhammad's.
Oh, Mohammed's. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking people in general. I'm like,
oh.
oh, we have a lot of people here.
Okay.
A lot of them we
We got
don't
lots
need.
of people here.
Not too many people. Like you think, oh, that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're in even when you're in just like a store,
Mm-hmm.
even when you're just in a store, you see like 20 people, and you're like, I don't want to talk to any of these people.
And you're definitely like at least 10
At
of these
least
people are
I
named
wanna
Muhammad.
At least you now want to talk to Greg,
And
because
he can point them out. Just kidding.
This guy.
what's your
Muhammad.
name? Oh,
Oh, what's that? Muhammad. Thought so. Phil? No, it's
Okay.
Muhammad.
Richard, get out of here.
Ricky Ricardo.
Daryl, shut your fucking mouth. You're a Mohammed.
Yeah.
Let's be multicultural, okay?
That guy needs a haircut.
I had an Aziz today.
You had a what?
A guy named Aziz.
Nice. And sorry?
Was he 5'4" and
Because we could really use the publicity.
No, he's a college student.
hey, what's up? I'm Aziz. Hey.
I was like, Aziz, no!
Welcome to the podcast. Ah!
Yeah.
I was talking about something though. I don't know.
You know.
Awkward. We're talking heroin. We're talking
Yeah.
blonde midgets. We're
Heroin,
going-
I can't. The old heroin thing, you know what's heroin for me is fucking finishing something on Netflix. Even if I hate it.
hate it.
Just that satisfaction.
That's not even heroin. That's like OCD.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
No,
That's
it's a
weird.
sense of accomplishment.
It's not, though. It's torture. A lot. A lot of the time, it's just torture.
Oh, because like it's 12 seasons and you just didn't like it at season
I have to
1.
know where it goes. Like, you know what? Breaking Bad was good for a little while. But fuck me. That destroyed one of my weekends.
Dude, if you started some of those like long run like animes, like One Piece or something, dude,
Well,
Right, let's just
I
say-
did get down with Dragon Ball Z for a little while,
Oh,
and
no.
that's fucking 5 million episodes
You know-
long, and progression in that is not quick.
My coworker just told me to watch all of this.
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, and my
You can
sister
watch-
watches all of them.
You watch 10 episodes, you know the gist of the whole goddamn series.
And you
Yeah.
have July and August completely off, and you are willing to stay up 24 hours every day. Yeah, you might be able to get through the first half of the show.
Yeah.
Shows like that, like people are like, "Oh, you got to start here," and you know, you don't need to watch all of it. Just like start here, you get an understanding. And it's like I don't want to have to play fucking jump around and play a board game, you
Yeah.
know, to fucking catch up on a show. I'd rather just like
Yeah.
either start when the
Is
show
it good?
starts.
Good. All right, I'll watch it.
I understand that though, that feeling of
The first show I want to say that broke that cycle for me, and probably the only one since then, really, but The Walking Dead, man.
oh yeah, we never finished that. We stopped.
I used to love that shit. That was my fucking show. That
Yeah,
was, that was the only show that I was fanatic about.
Yeah, we watched like
And
the
then
episodes
season
every
7,
time.
I was like, oh wow, I'm done.
What was the moment you were like, "Oh no!" Like that was it. You might have watched a little more, but
Spoilers. Spoilers.
spoilers.
I would say the episode where Abraham and Glenn died,
Yeah, that's pretty much.
and I got to watch Rick start crying like a little fucking girl again. I was like, didn't we just get over this? We're just
Where-
drooling on
where's
yourself
Rick
2
for
seasons
season-
ago.
Yeah, where's
Like,
Rick from
what-
season 1?
Are you gonna get hardened ever? Are you gonna man up, nut up, and just be done with fucking being a bitch ever? Or are we just gonna go back to this? And then,
And then he was a bitch the whole way.
and then he was drooling on himself and crying and be, ah! And I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. They hit the peak, and now they're just recycling it.
I didn't really get. I watched season 1, and I think I got like halfway through season 2. No, I didn't get halfway. I got like 2 episodes in.
Nobody got through season 2.
I was gonna say at that point I'm like, I'm not really interested.
I
so.
think it got better. Season 2 was one of those ones.
Season 2 was where
It was a
they
hurdle.
lost a lot of people, I
Yeah.
feel like. Because all my friends...
Season 1 pulled you in. Season 2 threw you away.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was no plot progression.
Yeah.
Just-
If you watch the
There-
first episode and the last episode, you know what happened the whole season.
Yeah, but season 3 and 4, I think they pulled me back in. I feel like I remember.
Yeah, it
liking
got
it a
really
lot.
good. The governor really brought it back in.
Yeah,
And Merle coming back in was good, but
Earl was back, or like the.
yeah, Merle, that's
He's not dead?
Daryl's brother. Well, he died.
But
Spoilers.
I know he died, but I know he was like coming back as like a vision or something.
Well,
He was actually
So it was season 1 where he got handcuffed to the roof,
Yeah.
and then he cut his hand off, and then I don't think you saw him again
no.
until season 3,
He came
and then
back.
he was one of the governor's lieutenants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was a vision or something.
He came back as Vision later too, I think.
Yeah, that I remember.
That guy blew up. I guess he. Well,
he was in stuff before. I feel like Daryl blew up.
Daryl
was in stuff before.
well, yeah. I feel like he blew up though from The Walking Dead because then he was in.
Well, he was in.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, no, he was in the Boondock Saints too. Before that.
Merle wasn't. Daryl was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Darryl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His brother, his older brother.
That's
what he blew up in.
So.
That and Daryl struggled with an Irish accent through that entire fucking movie, and the second one.
I tried to get through the first.
You leap it. Just
Ooh,
I don't know if we made Sean Patrick Flannery. Good casting. Who's this guy?
That's like when like British people try to do an American accent, and like you can tell like they're doing it sort of right, but there's just like that weird British hue to it. Like, hello, what's wrong, honey? You know?
Or they overcompensate and sound like just a stereotype Texan.
Well,
I tell you what,
Hey,
we're in Chicago.
I usually.
Hey, we're from the Pacific Northwest where we enunciate and people understand what the fuck we're talking about. I'm looking at you, England and Scotland.
So it's super satisfying for you to finish shows.
Yeah.
There was
and games. Like, I've played shit games. And just got to get through them, you know?
Yeah, Destiny.
Ooh. That's so funny.
Yeah, Destiny for sure. Luckily for me, there was no content, so it didn't take too long to get through it.
Okay, cool. Pizza just arrived and
ordered it yesterday. Well, weird.
It's so funny because my ex had the opposite problem. He was afraid to finish anything, like shows. He wouldn't watch the season finale of a show that he'd been watching for years.
Seems to relate to his sex life. He never can finish.
Goddamn.
You're burning. You didn't even know him.
I don't.
He's like, I don't need to know him.
Micro dick nerd? No. Okay, not nerd.
Okay, she said her ex, not me. What are you doing?
Oh, jeez.
But yeah.
Is he still in Ellensburg, or do you even know anymore?
No, he lives back.
Who knows, man? We're in fucking Philadelphia. What's
Yeah.
this guy doing?
Gonna be a bitch to edit.
Between you and Darian, people are gonna pinpoint my location in no time.
Darian is. Oh fuck.
What road do you live on? Fuck you, Darian.
Don't be a Darian, okay?
God damn it! I'm sorry. I'll edit it. Shit, it can't all be gold.
Oh, it is all gold. We're the coolest goddamn people I know. Well, there's 10 of us out in this county, and I know 3 of us.
We're in a county.
4, Darian.
No, he was literally today's like, I think I know what I want to work on, and I'm like, what? Not name dropping? And he's like,
Yeah.
Not name dropping.
Hey man, you know, it's fucking just fun.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
It's a good time.
Just chilling with the boys. And
we just need to have Jasmine keep meeting people named Aziz Ansari. We'll be out there in no time.
Are you Aziz?
Are you Aziz Ansari? Fuck you, I don't even know you.
No, my name's Bill Burr. Ah, fuck you. No.
Oh wait, hold up. Pump your brakes, I love Bill Burr.
I know, I love him too, but just like literally like there's a line of celebrities, she asks every single one if they're Aziz.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck! Damn it! No opportunities here.
Are you blowing up? Are you on the trending right now? But yeah, I mean, I guess I actually might not have that problem so much anymore.
Finish
you
this
don't
up?
have time anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, working
at Name Brand Store Incorporated.
Yeah, working 50, 60 hours a week.
In
I'm
Cityville.
usually just looking for a foot massage and a nap.
You should hint a little more and I'll rub your feet more.
Huh? If
you hint a little more, I'll rub your feet more, probably. I
I'm
didn't
not
know.
telling you have to. I'm not about gender roles. I can rub my own fucking feet.
Okay.
Yeah, but that looks...
God damn it. But
I'm
yeah,
just
like
asleep
because
on
we,
the
I
couch.
bought Metro or whatever the fuck that game was called.
Well,
Yeah, that one
hey,
that we never finished.
name dropping. We're not sponsored by them.
I'm working on it. Anyway, and I didn't finish that. I played like 30 minutes of that.
Last Light or the Exodus?
Exodus.
I played Last Light, but I did not. I didn't finish it because I got stuck on a mission where I kept dying. I'm like, I was literally probably like 30 minutes out from winning the whole
Yeah.
game, and I was like, I fucking don't care anymore.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know if Last Light was the same, but Exodus just felt like
The same.
You're just
They were
sneaking.
forcing me to be sneaky.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And I was like, I don't wanna.
It's
Well,
like
and
go underneath the vents, the grates, and
Well, and-
when I play Skyrim, what do? Heavy armor, 2-hand. I'm going in there and I'm fucking
killing
giving
everyone.
some people some gas.
See, I'm
you
the
know what
one-
I'm talking about?
I am the one who sneaks.
Yeah, I don't fucking do sneaky. And that
Fucking
one,
archery. Who?
the goddamn trailer for the game was, it showed people just running in and getting crazy, mixing it up, having fun. And then I'm like, the first non-tutorial mission, it's like, well, you gotta sneak them, huh? God damn it. This GD game.
Oh, Gus, I love you.
Do you have any? I was gonna say embarrassing stories, but it's more like awkward situations because we have both shared some. I remember
You want me to share an embarrassing story for me?
Well, just so we all have just
You don't
an
need
awkward
to.
situation if you have.
You
one.
don't
So
need
there's
to.
one
You're
day.
just the one fucking.
So one day, there I was, minding my own business,
So vague. I'm intrigued.
DMing Dungeons and Dragons, drinking a lot of booze, and I don't think I had much anything else to consume that day.
You did not.
I go in the bathroom, start taking a piss, think I got a fart, shit my pants.
This was.
Meanwhile, I have a dining room full of guests.
half of them left. The other half were waiting.
So what do you do? What I did was sit in the bathroom for about 45 minutes until everybody decided to filter out, and then I went and cried on my wife's stomach for about half an hour. That's how this man handled that situation. Get the fuck out! I gotta go get a cry-in!
I know I was there. That was the way.
You were there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No need to apologize. You did that enough.
Jeez Louise.
Wait, did
When you turn 30, you'll learn to not trust a fart.
Does your-
What? I gotta sit down.
Wait, do you just like lose sphincter control after that? Like 29, fine.
It's
First
just water.
Day of 30,
Like
no.
it felt like a fart. Give just a gentle little, just to get it out, and it's just a faucet.
Why didn't you just walk past them and get? Oh wait, were you just plastered? Is that why?
I was wearing boxer shorts, and it was like a faucet. You can look at the back of my ass and see a big wet spot.
And we were all in here, and from the bathroom to the bedroom would have been through all of us.
Don't look at me. You can look at that. Look away.
Don't smell.
Eyes.
Hey guys, how about a mouth only breathe this round? Everyone...
Look, Jasmine, take off your top. I mean, that was that option, or sit in the bathroom
Jasmine,
for 45
we
minutes.
got a code B.
I probably would have for you if I knew the situation.
I wouldn't.
There's an embarrassing situation for me.
That
Yeah.
would have been funny though, wouldn't it? Just be like, hey everyone, I shit myself. Scatter. I gotta go. Change. Watch this little bubble.
Were you there the other day when I asked Matt if he ever shit himself, or was that somebody else?
No, I wasn't there. Did he?
Yeah, he's like, no. He's like, no. Have you? I said, absolutely, I have.
I did too.
At least you own up to it. I feel like a lot of
We're all.
when
You
you're
know
a
what?
kid-
Every human being, by the time they fucking make it through this little journey called life, has shit their pants.
Everybody
at least
shits.
once.
That was a book. Well,
Yeah, everybody poops.
same thing.
Dumbass.
Copyright, whoever wrote it.
It's the aggressive New York.
Check out their
style.
channel.
I shit myself in a mall once, and
Oof.
That's a tough spot.
It was San Diego, 2012. How old was I? I was like 13, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just like hanging out. I'm walking around doing my thing. My parents are doing their thing. We're gonna text when we meet up. And I just like I feel it building, and normally you're just like, oh, you know, I know when I can go, like I'm holding it, but
Yeah.
I'll just keep wandering, like it's not that big of a deal. And I get out of the GameStop I'm in, and like it feels like everything shifted, and then
Rip GameStop.
like, fuck, I know, right? I think GameStop is what made my fucking the rest of the shit join along, because like I felt like I was like, oh, I feel fine. What I didn't realize it was the tip of the iceberg, and the rest of the iceberg was just like right up in here, like all the way. And I was like, oh fuck, I am going to shit myself. So it's like a big fucking mall. I'm basically running to the Nordstrom, which is up a floor, and all the way on the
You're
other
running
end.
Upstairs with a shit in the
Yeah,
chamber.
well, I'm on the escalator, and I'm like, fuck me, let's go. There's somebody in front of me. Can't run up.
Just doing the old rock back and forth, just sweating. It's 55 degrees in this mall for some reason, but I am sweating. Clenching, just fucking
I'm on like a toe on each foot, like running, and I get into the bathroom. It's not I get to the bathroom, and it's that you reach for the door handle, and you're like, fuck yes, and you try to open it. Someone's in there,
and you're just just shaking.
That's exactly. I was like and they're like occupied. And I'm like, and that's when I
just
shit myself in the bathroom. Like, it wasn't like it was like even if it wasn't in my pants, it was the biggest shit at the time that I had ever taken.
Nice.
And we were about to go get massages.
Perfect.
And so I shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck. What am I going to do? I don't have enough money for underwear and shorts. So I, like, full load in pants. My parents are already in Nordstrom, and we're walking out, and they're like, all right, let's go. And I'm like, I'll meet up with you guys. I'll meet you guys there. And my dad's like, no, let's just go, you know? And I'm standing there, and he sees in my eyes, and he's like, head tilt, and he's like, did you shit yourself? And I'm like, fuck you. And he's literally dying. He's like holding onto a mannequin because he cannot breathe. Laughing so hard. But so they ended up buying me new shorts and underwear.
Well,
I still have that. I still have the replacement pair of shorts. They used to be massive on me. Now they look like fucking just way too short on me. Like,
well, you've
those.
grown. I mean, you were 12 back then. So.
Well, I did not grow there. I lost approximately 1.5 pounds of weight. So
you're not taller than you were?
Since then, I've grown. No, from the shit, I lost weight. But since then, yes, I have grown.
I was a big 12-year-old.
It was a clean shit. It would have been a clean shit if it wasn't in my britches. But,
No.
God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
Yes, indeed he does.
Oh,
and I think that we all know that that's probably the toughest
On
battle across all lands in the world.
Spectrum.
Drew shit his pants in a public place, and I don't think anybody's dealt with anything that traumatizing.
Having to give a speech to your troops on D-Day.
Yeah.
Try doing it with
A
shit in your
13-year-old shits himself in a mall right close to
and
Shamu.
a pair of plaid pants or shorts, I'm guessing. Maybe a pair of Vans on. Socks that were white but are now brown. You shit your pants? Is that his first clue?
Why do your legs look so brown? Did you get like bronzer on? Like,
why are you
what's up?
crusty?
smell.
Oh, is that Indian? What is that?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. There's that time I thought I was dying when I took a shit because I drank a bunch of beet juice.
Oh yeah.
You just drink nothing but beet juice in a day and then you take a shit and it looks like blood apparently.
Just see chunks of your colon wall coming out in it.
Yeah,
You're like,
you
is
know.
that gummy? What is it? Oh, that's the wall.
Apparently I'm bleeding on the inside was my first thought. But I came to my senses and I remembered that all I drank was beet juice. Which I will emphasize I did not realize was so terrible. Bolthouse I thought made a good smoothie.
What is beet juice? Is it like sweet? Is it bitter?
Tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
Ugh,
They didn't
You
last
ever
very
eaten a
long.
pickled beet before?
no.
It
I've
tastes
never,
like
like
dirt.
I've never eaten a beet ever.
Have you ever had a baby carrot before?
No.
Tastes like dirt.
I like baby carrots.
I like baby carrots. They
You
don't
guys
you
can
can-
both
they don't
go
go
fuck
fuck
yourselves.
yourself.
Are you eating like unpeeled carrots, like unwashed? Like
No, baby
First off-
carrots.
oh, baby carrots.
He eats the carrots on my side.
Or not baby
so
carrots,
it's-
baby corn. Excuse me.
oh,
corn,
I was like,
yeah.
Baby corn.
Like baby
Jesus.
carrots
I've
are-
had a little bit of vodka. Okay. Baby corn. Dirt? Tastes like dirt?
baby corn tastes. I haven't had baby corn actually.
Alright.
Okay, well,
I've had corn.
It doesn't taste like
Not the same.
Well,
baby
okay,
corn
let's
tastes
just-
good.
But with baby corn,
It's
you eat
just
the whole
small.
thing. Are we about to get into it?
Oh, speaking of getting it, I got into it with Jeremy today, and over nothing. Like getting
Jeremy
into
who?
it, the new guy, Hawk's other brother.
Nice.
Yeah, is less.
Why'd you get into it with him? What does he
Well,
even
I
have
didn't
to say?
I didn't even get into it. He's just like he was smiling, like like laughing at it. But we were like, he saw a bottle of beer, and he's like, "Oh, that's a cool logo on it." And it was just like a
It's a
nice.
Bud Light Lime, and you're like,
I was-
douche.
I was like, "You fucking nerd." No, but it's just it was like a nice like pastel of like a starry night, and I go like, oh, that's
Space
like
Dust?
that painting, the Van Gogh. What is it, Starry Night?
Yeah.
He's like, there's nothing like it, and I'm like, I didn't say it was exactly like it. I
It's-
said it was like it.
That's
He's
when
like,
you,
I don't see it. I'm like,
that's when you got to dig down, be the bigger man, and say, looks exactly like it.
no, I should have done that. That would have been a better.
We're
but-
talking about Van Gogh. This Space Dust logo is Van Gogh painted it thousands of years ago on a cave wall. What are you talking about, Jeremy? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Fuck out of here! You haven't even been here for a month. But so for like 20 minutes, during while we're facing, I'm like, all right, you're saying it's not like it, and I'm not saying it's exactly alike. We can agree on that. But what I am saying is it is like it, and you're thinking, well, it's not like it because it doesn't even look like the same style. It's different colors. It looks different. And I'm like, well, it's based on the same material, A Starry Night. So you can either go based on the source material and what it was about, or you can go on the artist's rendition. Either way, it gets to the same point of it's a starry night.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Is he an art major?
I don't know
I
what he
might
is.
have to drown him in the back
I don't-
sink.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is, but
Did he know what you were
You know-
referencing?
yeah, no, you know exactly what I was talking
I
about.
want to like Jeremy.
I like Jeremy.
I want to, but he seems annoyed every time we have an interaction.
He's not. He's
He's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why don't you just, you got what, 15 minutes left? Just go out there and recover for the last 15 minutes. Okay.
You're like, you want to throw hands? What do you want?
All right,
No, he-
Jeremy.
no, he doesn't. He's very okay. Like he does that. Like he even did that.
I see
During-
it. I've seen Lie to Me, all right? I know micro expressions.
No, I think he's a sweet guy. He's nice. I also
He's
get
a
like.
sweet guy.
I also. He's a nice guy. What the fuck are you?
He's a good baby boy.
Fucking kiss him on the lips. What, little peck.
I wasn't going gay with it. I'm just
Little-
saying it's a weird thing.
Well,
Sweet guy.
He's a sweet guy. He's a sweet sweet
He,
kid.
he gives money to old people. He cooks turkeys for other families. He's
Okay,
a
I
nice
should
guy.
have said sweet kid. Jesus Christ. Okay. Even though he's like.
Sweet, sweet.
No, I also it worked into I was like, I read you like an open fucking book. I bet you when you go and get coffee, you don't get a fucking frappuccino or anything. You get an Americano because you think that's like living it, cold and straight. And he's like, I do drink Americanos.
I want to be Americano.
And I'm like, I fucking know you.
Quick, Starbucks. What's the most popular drink?
Americano.
Fucking A. You can say that about most people. You're like one of these goddamn psychics
No,
on TV.
no, I know what he's
What do you
talking
like?
about.
Americanos?
No, because
Well, no, I got it.
75% of people like Americanos.
I got it. I got. Not only did I get what he drank right, I got the reason why he
Yeah.
drank it right.
Yeah.
That was the key there, though.
Okay.
And I understand what he's talking about because Americano is a popular drink, but just like all of our drinks, it's just the base. So it's the most popular drink because people add sugar and creamer to it. He's talking about someone who's like, just give me shots and water because they don't want drip coffee, but they want like.
Oh, he doesn't get...
I don't know about that. He said he does every now and then get a mocha, but that's like.
So he
Not
probably
often.
Americano is just like a week.
We didn't deep dive it, which makes sense. That'd be really weird if you were like, So what do you like with your
What do you like
I'll
with your
get you coffee
Americano?
sometime.
I'm doing a podcast later. I'm going to talk about you. So what are you getting with that?
Also, what's your mother's maiden name, your dad's father's name, and what is your social security number?
And
my
also
guy?
your address, because I kind of want to get that out there.
That's kind of key details right there.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to tell my buddy Darian about it, and he's going to come up with something.
Can we just film at your house? I want some exterior shots. I don't really need anything else though. Just something to like.
We should change this.
You know what? Just one photo, just the numbers for your address. That's all I need.
We should change this podcast to the Docscast because that's pretty much what we're doing.
We're not doxing anybody. We're having.
Doxing ourselves.
Nah, we can edit it out. It's fine.
What are you talking about? What did we say?
Ain't nobody but us.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Oh, you do?
I gotta pee.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're gonna shit yourself.
I'm not gonna shit myself. I only do that when there's more than 2 people in the house.
Damn, I really wish Darian was here. Sweet guy. I don't know if I'd marry him though.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't marry him. Well,
I did.
multiple reasons. Mostly because he's a man, but
I thought it was the beard.
yeah, it is what it is.
Alrighty, that's it for this episode. Check back with us in about a week or so. We'll have another one up. You guys have a good day, and thanks for stopping by Fred's house.